For those who are listening and not watching, we're starting this things off with a cheers, and we'll let you know why in 1 second, because we're going to make a toast to the moms we love most, the ones around the world that do thankless jobs over and over and get to celebrate once their daughters, I guess, are at the Olympics competing, because that's where we are right now. We got Maltais in the house. We got Mama Della. We've got... Do you want your incognito name or do you want your name?
You can call me Mama J.
Mama J. Fiery Mama J in the house. It's the Momcast, people. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Salute.
Everyone will spend 3 seconds with Mama J and know exactly whose mom she is.
Julia, you're gonna bad luck.
Yeah,
all the
correct.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta have a drink.
All right. It's been long awaited. We've talked about it enough. We're finally walking the walk, Julia.
Yeah.
And we've walked a lot today, just so everyone knows. You're looking... We feel bad for these mothers, but I'm sure they understand because they've embraced their sweaty daughters before. But we're fresh off a flight.
I have a stank coming off me right now, I think.
We're greasy and stinky, and that's okay. They're not sure if it's the prosciutto sandwich we had
You
at lunch
don't
or
look
if it's
it.
us.
That's so nice of you.
Thank you.
Don't
We
look
need
it
that
at
kind of
all.
maternal support. That's why we need the moms on the pod.
It's true, 100%. This interview is recorded on the day that we landed in Italy. It'll be released a couple days later. So we've got time to have some fun here, to say what we want, edit out what you guys don't need to hear, and carry on our merry way in Italy at the Olympics, everybody. Our world famous guests are some of the coolest moms out there. I've had experiences with all of them except for one. Except I feel like I had an experience with you, Mama Della, via the internet. Regardless, we are connected. They're hockey moms of Olympic players. They're just super moms in general. We got Maltais in Utica, mother of Kelly Pannek. We've got Mama Della, Elizabeth, mother of Kristin Della Rovere of Team Italy. And we've got everyone's favorite shit talker. Her daughter's pretty good at it too, apparently. Emma Maltais' mom. Mama J, Jen Harris. Ladies, let's kick things off with just, we always talk about the beginning for the girls, right? We always talk about where they started, how things got fun. But what were you guys like growing up? Like, did you play sports? Were you athletes? Were you tomboys like myself? What were you like as a kid, Mama J?
I didn't have a lot of opportunity, but I was good at school sports.
Okay,
So
cool.
I was very good at the 100 meter and the 60 meter, and Emma is also.
Okay.
Hey, okay.
Were you a gymnast as well, like her?
No, but I dreamed about it. I can remember watching Nadia Comaneci in 1976 in my living room and dreaming I would want to be a gymnast.
Were you like every kid doing flips over the couch? And then your
Oh
parents giving you
yeah,
shit
oh
about it?
yeah, oh yeah.
What about you, Mama Della?
So I played basketball, volleyball,
Okay.
and badminton, and I did win Athlete of the Year in my high school. That
Oh
was
my
my thing.
gosh, Mama
And I went to
Della.
OFSAs for badminton in high school, but then once I get it was done. That was it.
We know
Yeah.
where the athletic genes come from, I guess.
Yeah.
We know where the DNA pool, the
Noted.
athletic DNA pool is coming from. Maltais, hit us with it all.
I ran track in high school, but we played outside, and we were like the neighborhood kids and ran around. We didn't do a ton of organized sports in the
Yeah.
summer. I mean, they didn't really have that back then or anything.
Yeah.
My sister got really good at golf, so then my dad played with her and really didn't. We didn't get to learn because he had more fun playing with her and stuff.
Why would I teach the kids that
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah. Why would I want to start from ground zero when I can play a complete 18 holes with her
Yeah.
and she's really good? No, it was awesome. But anyway, great childhood, but was not super around sports at all.
I mean,
mean,
the
like,
same. We
yeah.
played outside, hide
Yeah.
and go seek,
Yeah.
jump seas,
I mean,
skipping.
We'd
That's
get
what
on
we
our
did.
bike and leave the house and come home 5 hours later. And our parents
Yeah.
would have no idea where we were. They
Yeah.
had no way to get in touch with us. I mean,
Yeah.
like we just,
You had to be at home for dinner.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Look
it.
at all
That's
of us
exactly
here.
it.
It was
We're
pretty
here
crazy.
talking about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun.
I'd
That's the
Somehow
way it
made it.
used
We're
to
all
be.
pretty cool.
I know we did.
Yeah.
I didn't wear a helmet. I mean,
I didn't either.
We're just making all the
ever.
admissions.
not saying that's a good thing,
No,
but I just
ever.
telling you I didn't
Yeah.
wear a helmet.
Yeah.
So true.
So, what do you remember about when your daughters came to you? And we can start with you, Mama J. Like, were you surprised when your little daughter wanted to play hockey? Was it your idea? Like, from your perspective, where did your daughters playing hockey come from?
Well, the story's been out there a lot for Emma. Emma was in gymnastics, and I always wanted a gymnast, like from my story.
Okay.
And she tried out for competitive gymnastics, and she was little, like we're talking 3.5, 4 years old, and they didn't take her. And so she was devastated, and I was devastated.
Did she let them hear it? Was she like, you guys are going to regret this? All up in their grill?
And my husband said, let her play hockey. You have no idea. Hockey is fun. It's a great sport. And he put her in hockey. And a couple of weeks later, the gymnastics club called back and they wanted her for the competitive program. And my husband said, it's too late. We've bought all the equipment and we've signed her up. And that's how she became a hockey player.
And you were cool with it, or were you a little nervous? Were you kind of ticked? Like,
Well, I wasn't happy with the journey I had to go on because he was away working for years and years, and it was me who had to deal with everything. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's what hockey moms do,
Right?
Yeah.
or professional Uber drivers, chefs,
Yeah.
doing all of the stuff, the pickups, the drop-offs. It's not even that. Sometimes I always find coordinating. Like the coordinating part of it, like especially when things are happening on the same day, it's like, oh my gosh, okay. And then where am I supposed to be? Like at the end of it, you know what I mean? You know you forgot something, but
I've shown up at wrong arenas many times.
Oh, I've gotten lost a few
Practice here,
times.
there.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's hard when you've got two kids and they're playing rep and you got to coordinate too. Like you rely on a lot of people. It's
True.
There's been a lot of people who've helped us along the way. I gotta say, and thank you to them.
Yeah.
no kidding. And so for Kristin, she didn't do badminton, she didn't do
No.
volleyball, she decided hockey. And
So Kristin was, I think, 5 years old when she met Zoe Boyd. Zoe Boyd Zoe Boyd's mom came to our house, and I've said the story before, picking up Zoe's older brother, Spencer. And Tammy was a little bit upset because Zoe, she had just finished Montessori, and the teacher said, Zoe only plays with boys because she used to dress like a boy. And she was worried about going to grade 1 that she won't have any friends that are girls. So Zoe was standing beside Tammy, and she was holding her knees in the back. And then Kristin was behind me. And then when Kristin comes up, Zoe looks around, and there's like mirror images of each other. There are baseball caps, they're boys' clothes, and you're just like, so Tammy looks at me, she goes, yes, Mom, you have one of those too? I said, yeah, I do. So then they became instant friends. It was magic. And when Kristin found out Zoe was playing hockey, she said, I have to play too, because Zoe had played a year in house league, and this is how she started. And
That's usually how it
she's
goes.
loved it ever since. And we put her on skates in my sister's backyard. My brother-in-law made a beautiful rink. She didn't want us to touch her. She would fall and get up. Like my other kids, we had to take him to lessons, but Kristin was, no, I got it. Skate, fall, get up, get up. It was her thing. She just loved it immediately. It was, And then I learned to love it because I never knew about hockey before.
doing what she's supposed to be doing.
That's so special. It's come a little bit more naturally in Minnesota, maybe.
Well, it was probably with Kelly. It's probably like, okay, is she going to go pro in golf? Is she going to go pro in baseball? Is she going to go pro in soccer? Or is she probably going to go pro in hockey? Like she was, was that what it was like from the beginning?
No, again, she loved to play outside sports. She had a little buddy that lived across the street. He was so cute. They moved in, and his dad, his mom and dad were teachers. So they were home all summer with their kids. And we have 4 children. She's the third. One of us, her brother was 4 years younger. So, it was hard for us to be leaving on the whim and going all these places. And one day she was sitting at the mailbox, and the neighbor, Justice, and his dad were throwing the baseball to each other. And she's sitting there, and all of a sudden the dad looks at her, and Tom goes, do you want to come over and play? And she goes, I'll go get my glove. And she ran in the garage, ran back, and then these two just played all summer. They just played sports. They would go from one activity to the next to the next to the next. I mean, they would just all day long. It was the cutest thing. And we had an unfinished basement, so she would rollerblade down there with him. And my husband played hockey. And so then she said she wanted to play hockey. And I was like, hockey? Like, what? Because girls' hockey was really not a thing yet, right?
Yeah.
And so she started in the MITE program, and she loved it and kept doing it, and then played multiple sports. In Minnesota, it's different because you play hockey for your high school. So you're not traveling all over the country and going everywhere. So she was able to play a lot of sports growing up, which was really fun.
Yeah. Wouldn't be bad if we switched to that, I think.
Oh,
Give us our weekends back, please.
Yes, it would be great.
And the younger kids have the early practices. You'd get them dressed at home, they'd be asleep. You take them to the rink and take them out asleep. It was.
Yeah.
I never understood when my husband did that, but now I do.
Yeah.
I do now. Yeah.
I know what my kids are like, and they're very different, my son and my daughter. So what were your kids like? What is it like raising an Olympian, I guess, from, I guess youth through teenage years very quickly? Like what does someone who's listening or watching this that has a child like yours, could you give them like a little bit of hope, a light at the end of the tunnel maybe on those hard days? Or maybe your daughter was, the angel, I'm not sure, but
Well,
what was yours like, Mrs. Maltais?
Really? You think mine was the angel? Never.
A type of one, sure.
She gave me a run for my money.
Yeah, I don't doubt.
Run for my money. So, and I had to keep a tight leash on her. And if I didn't, she would not be an Olympian.
Yeah, fair enough.
What were the antics? Like, what did you need to rein in?
Well, she loved social media, obviously, you can tell. Yeah. And she also wanted to be a part of everything, and she couldn't be a part of everything, right? So all the parties and all the gatherings, and of course it's out there on social media, so you can't avoid it. And so that was the major problem with Emma was
being social. Weird. It's so weird.
Noted party girl. Have them all day.
I used to have to put her phone and her iPad in the kitchen because otherwise, and then she would sneak down. I'd go to sleep. She'd sneak down and I'd catch her with them at 2:00 in the morning.
Just making party plans?
Just chatting.
I don't know. What was Kristin like?
Imagine a Harvard attendee.
Yeah.
Maybe tame, maybe really good
No,
grades.
she was,
You don't know. Don't label her.
Actually, Kristin was honestly very focused, very academic. She just knew what she wanted. And the hardest part as a parent, because you want to give everything to your children. And she wanted Harvard, and she wanted to play high-level hockey, and she had all these dreams. And I knew where the standard was. I know what she wanted. And it's the hardest thing for a parent is to see if they don't achieve their dreams, or when she gets cut from a team. And the psychology as a parent comes through, but this is a level that I've never been to. So I had to really learn and grow as a human, as a parent, to help her navigate these things, because sometimes the setbacks puts a lot of people to give up on their dreams and not to, and she loves the sport. So that was the hardest part, because she just reached so high. And my visualizations, my vision boards, everything was there, like my meditations, my prayers, to help her as much as I can. But she was just focused, and she wanted this so much. And just to see her achieve it it's wonderful. She did the work. She did a lot of work in all areas. So it was good.
I feel like that's probably a common thing amongst all of your kids, all of you that are sitting on the couches. They were willing to do the work and always did it without a fuss. Is that fair?
Yeah. No,
I'm assuming Molly is much like Kristin.
Again, I hate to keep saying this, but Kelly was in high school with all her best friends on the same team. I mean, 6 players on her high school team played D1 hockey. So
crazy.
They're all and then she went to University of Minnesota, and then most of the players were from Minnesota, so we knew everybody. And so it was different because it was pretty normal. I mean, she loved sports. She was good at sports. It was obvious she was good at sports. And we didn't really, she wanted to play travel club level soccer. And she did. I mean, hockey season ended and she played soccer all summer. And then, she would try out for the USA camps or whatever. And she was usually an at-large bid to get in because she didn't play hockey all year. She played soccer in the fall. And then high school soccer started in the fall. And then she played hockey in the winter. And then she played soccer in the summer. And so it was just different. But because you didn't have to do all the travel, she had a pretty regular, normal
That's good.
Time. And she had a family of 4 kids. She was not the only one that we focused on. I mean, we had other kids that did a lot of other things, and we never put her, it was obvious she was really good, but we never made that a big deal. That's what she did. Amy, who's here, she was a really good gymnast. Our daughter, Allie, played a ton of high school sports. Yes.
Amy, come to me.
Yes. That was my baby. Our son played sports. And so we just kind of we loved them all, and the expectation was the same. We wanted them to do well in school, and did they get in trouble once in a while? Yes,
they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Supposed to,
but
had you guys ever all partied together before, seen each other at tournaments or anything and shared a glass? Yeah,
no,
never,
ever,
never,
not yet.
No,
but they're not
yet.
Yeah, we will now. We will now. But I don't know, Kelly's 30. So, and how old
That's
is
right,
your daughter?
yeah.
You said was
25.
25.
Kristen's
And how
25,
old's
yeah.
Emma?
Emma is 26.
So, they weren't necessarily at the same time in college,
Right.
even.
Right.
I just meant like at Worlds or something at Utica at the casino, maybe.
No.
Tessa.
That
No,
Utica
yeah,
casino
you
was
know
a
that.
crazy place.
My son goes
Great
to
breakfast.
Utica
Oh yeah.
University, yeah, and she plays at Utica University.
Ah, cool.
That's a nice rink there.
Okay,
yeah.
and they have that. You just brought it up. That breakfast place that was so good.
What?
They
Remember that?
do have a breakfast place that's good.
It's
I forget
one
the name
guy
of it.
in
It's
there
so good. Yes.
cooking.
Oh,
One
yeah.
guy.
I
That's
took
right.
his
I forget
on
the
the
name. It's
corner.
amazing.
He writes
yes.
the menu every
Yes.
day.
Yeah.
It was such
it's
good
great,
food. You came with
yes.
me too. It was really good.
Yeah. That's cool. I dig it. So you guys will probably be getting along now, seeing each other
Sure,
in
for
Milan.
sure.
But like when
Yes.
Canada USA is playing, let's just say like, are we friends? Are we having drinks, or is it like kind of how the girls do it, where it's like enemies and it's just the way it needs to be? That's code. That's
we're not-
mom code.
We're not pre-gaming together, no. But
No.
but if
Okay.
I see, like I saw Sophie Jake's mom and dad, and hey, how are you?
You guys wouldn't amalgamate tailgates?
I know.
No.
I don't
No,
know
that's
about
against the
that.
law.
No.
Yeah,
No.
okay.
Too much on
No.
wire.
I even remember when Kristin played against Oakville. I was just so nervous when seeing Emma play there. I wasn't talking to anybody. Just pacing back and forth.
Okay,
No,
that
no.
actually is a good segue, though.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk a little bit about the tailgate game when it comes to hockey moms. I'm looking at you right now, Mama J.
The tailgate.
Can
what-
you tell me your perfect recipe for the greatest tailgate?
What are you bringing? What are you consuming?
Oh,
Who's there? When do you
You
start?
have no idea the tailgates I experienced at Ohio,
do.
at the
I-
Ohio
I
State
do that.
University.
I do.
We had families on this team that were just incredible. And the setups
I
before
know.
the games, did you ever see one of
Oh
our
yeah.
like they were crazy.
I know. Alumni weekends.
Oh, like the spread.
They're hucking out wings of every flavor.
Wow.
TVs, music,
Yeah.
all kinds of food, like you name it, they did it. It
Yeah.
was it was
And it was like open bar policy.
Yeah.
Like here's a bunch of coolers full of whatever you want.
Todd
Have
Field
at it.
ran. Todd Field ran the Caesar making table.
Yep.
and he would. And you should see. Oh, his Caesars were just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not a bad time.
Yeah.
What's going on at the tailgates, ladies? What are we
So,
bringing?
at
What are we
Harvard's
consuming?
A little bit, we're kind of spoiled. We were spoiled at Harvard because they have the parents' lounge.
Oh.
So we'd buy all the alcohol,
us.
tequilas, alcohol, food, and there was all our food, and we just have the room before and after, and in between games.
Give her a little.
So there's a lot.
We had a grimy pub. They're like, yes, and they washed our feet as we entered the door.
the varsity.
No, but it's actually there's a really cool tradition at Harvard that there's a coat. I don't know if you've seen. There's a very big black coat that has Harvard on it. It was made by parents years ago, and inside the coat there's little socks, baby socks, and inside you could put Mickeys in there. So a long time ago, when parents couldn't bring alcohol into the rinks,
funny.
this one person, usually a dad, who was the social person of everybody.
That's
I mean, is this
amazing.
a secret to be told? I don't know.
Yeah.
He would bring this coat.
If
They
they
would bring
break
this coat to the other games, and they would just, if they needed something extra during stressful games, they'd have the little bottles inside.
Gotta stay warm.
And the last year of Kristin, usually it was passed on to a dad, and then I got it. I was
Oh,
surprised.
yay.
No, that those went crazy.
Love
It was
that.
Joe was dad who picked. First time a woman to give it, and it was exciting. So it was a huge coat I had to carry, and me not drinking much, I had to, and I don't break
the
any
mule.
rules. I'm such a had to bring little alcohol things with me all the games. So that was our
So you keep
Partying.
it for the whole year?
You keep it for the whole year, and
So
it's a tradition,
sad.
and then you pick the next parent.
Who'd you pick?
Oh
Who'd you
my
pick? Who'd you
gosh.
pick?
I
You kept it.
No,
I'm not.
no,
I'm not.
no,
I
no.
didn't give it to anybody. It's
I
mine
got people
forever.
upset.
Yeah.
Nobody deserves this but
No,
me.
so Brian,
I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What about you, Mom?
I don't know. I wish I met you 10 years ago. I would have made a coat. I mean, that is insane.
it's a beautiful coat.
There's nothing like a contraband coat to bring into the game.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have
so
to
if
bring
you see
contraband.
games, if you go to these university games, you will see the person with the
Oh,
long black
So
Harvard
fun.
coat.
Okay.
That's a
That's
great
it. You
tradition.
know,
That is so good.
Everyone's gonna be with like binoculars,
Yeah.
gonna find the person, and be like, "All right, row 7, section B, let's go get them."
And they put like baby socks, like
No, so
infants-
there's socks are sewn inside the coat,
Oh,
and inside you
socks.
can
It
put
was a little-
Mickeys, the little
yeah,
alcohols
okay.
of like Bailey's
yeah.
or whatever
But
people
even
want.
if you opened the coat, they'd be like, "What's in
Yeah,
there?" You
just
just go,
like-
but it's like it's
Baby
all of our,
socks.
it's all the girls on the team's baby socks, kind sir.
That's a good memory. It's like a
Yeah.
scrapbook, except a jacket.
And you have the name on the sleeve. It's just everybody has their name on there.
That's
So
cool.
it's
That's
cute.
really
It's so
cool.
cool every
That is
year.
very
yeah.
cool.
Okay, so we'll
Very
stop
cute.
ripping on Harvard. Whatever, you guys are cool. We get it, and
They're
you're
smart, they're
smart.
cool.
They're
Yeah.
nice.
jacket.
It's such beautiful people.
Tailgating is below you.
Do you have any other, like, I know the girls have some interesting superstitions. Do any of you have any things that you have to do? I feel like you're breaking up.
we used to do fireball shots before every game.
We had the fireball too.
So
at
when we
OSU.
were in Korea, they don't have fireball in Korea. And my sisters he sent me with a little care package, and they sent me with this like little bottle of fireball. And Minnesota had just beat Boston College in the national championship, and we were all getting ready to go out to the first game. And I was like, does anyone want, fireball? And people are like, no. And I go, okay, but just so you know, the reason that the Gophers beat BC in the game is because of the fireball. And they're like, give us fireball. And so we're like rationing this fireball and like rationing it. And we're running out. And then our travel agent that we'd all worked with found a bottle on the mountain and bought it for $100 so that we could have fireball for the rest of the tournament.
In 2018?
And
In
did you win?
2018. Yes.
Oh,
They beat
yeah.
Canada.
Hell yeah.
So that was really fun.
And you weren't there in 2022 to do it,
No.
so that's what
Yeah.
happened.
That's
So what
what-
is Fireball happening this
Well, we're
tournament?
switching
I'm
it
gonna
up. We're switching it. Well, I can't tell. I can't
We
tell.
have to
secrets.
empty
Sorry.
all
I
the
didn't know
fireball
that.
all
I can't
over
let- I
Milan.
can't
Yeah, we do. There's
We
no
don't.
fireball anymore. You just have to buy it all and sell it back to
They
them
already
after.
bought it all.
They
It's been
switched it.
consumed.
They switched it. You like fireball too, but I feel like you have like tendencies around the rink. Like you're always walking around.
And I'm not a fireball girl, but
Oh,
they had
okay.
that tradition at OSU too, the fireball.
Yes,
Do you
remember?
heard about
The
that
toilet
one, right?
broke?
Yeah, the toilet. They would go in a stall, a whole bunch of mums, and they would cram in the stall in between periods.
You were in there,
And some
though.
of them, I would go in.
Yes, of
And
course.
some of them would stand on the
They.
toilet. And then all of a sudden, alumni weekend. I think it was alumni weekend,
It
and I think
was.
we were playing Wisconsin, and Emma sends me this picture, and the toilet has broken because there were so many of them standing
Crammed in
on
there.
it,
And a mom cut her leg
Yes.
open.
Oh no.
and had to go to the hospital.
Yeah,
and
that would be
a bunch,
bad.
a
Oh,
bunch
like-
of stitches. And there was like the best part is like the stall's empty, the picture of it, and like the toilet's on the floor all shattered and broken, and then you just
Blood.
see like blood splattered everywhere. It's like, well, somebody
What happened here?
Somebody gonna clean
Oh,
that.
hold on, but did they win? Please say they won.
I don't know if OSU
I'll have
won
to
or
remember
not.
much. It was alumni weekend.
It was
so
alumni.
The
Yeah, you-
toilet lost.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all we can confirm.
But you sounded like you have some culture. You're into meditations. You're into visualizations, and you helped. Did you do those for Kristen, or did you do them with her?
Well, I talk a lot about it. I
Okay.
do. I talk to a lot of my kids, all three of my kids, and it's hard to teach that kind of. I always thought when I was 35, I had this little enlightenment of like how your thoughts create things, and all this
Yeah.
whole movement was happening. I'm 58 now, and I thought, oh my God, finally I figured it out. All the things I worried about, things that was so hard on myself as a woman, I thought at 35 I know now. So my kids are born, I'll just give it to them, and they'll start. They won't start where I started. They'll start right away, but it doesn't work that way.
no, it sucks.
They
Like,
have to
gotta
be
work through it.
ready.
I wish I could just
Yeah.
download it from my mom.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's true. So then, they've listened to it, and at times I hear things coming back to me, like when I get off my proper frequency, whatever. So the way I feel, if I'm down or complaining about something, they look at me
Yeah.
like that's not how we talk. You have
Yeah.
to think of the positive, say the right things. Don't and they do listen. I've helped a lot of her friends, and it's neat. It's neat when they come in and talk to me. And it's a lot easier to listen to your friend's mom sometimes than your mom, because we give so
Very
much
true.
information to them, and you're disciplining them, taking them places. So, yeah, it's worked. It's worked. And our goalie that we played Team USA, she played amazing. The Italian goalie, Durante.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was
Gabby.
incredible.
She
Gabby
was
and I had a
amazing.
talk in Montreal, and I just started talking about The Secret and visualization. And she goes, "What is this book?" So I just give her this book, and I sent her a photo of it. And so then when she got to play, she looked at me, and it was a game we lost. But the only reason she went in because we were doing bad. And
Yeah.
she looked
Yeah.
at me, she was happy and smiling. I don't know if we could put this on, but I'm just
No,
going
it's
to share with
okay.
you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
But and she looked at me, she hugged me, she goes, "That stuff works." And I had totally forgotten what I
that's
told
sweet.
a few weeks ago. I'm upset because we lost against Sweden.
Yeah.
But because she went on and she played phenomenal.
She was.
She was
We talked
so
about
then,
it.
in the
and I
net,
didn't
yeah.
realize what she said. So then I sent her a message. Okay, so next time you do amazing, just do it with the win, and everybody else is happy. And
She came in a little late though. It was
yeah.
like
Yeah,
2 minutes into the third. I
that's
think they
okay.
pulled
But
her.
then it these things work, and sometimes to be where you are,
Yeah.
your level, the mental part is big, and I'm not anywhere as experienced as that, but that part is big. So
the mental part
helps.
is the biggest.
yes,
Because
yes.
everybody
Yeah.
else can do all the other parts.
Yeah.
You know, it takes it's not just one person doing the mental part like you talked about. Like there's a whole system of people and a network of people that you rely on, and you see them at different times during different days. Like when I first started for myself, it was my trainer Cal, who spoke very much like you, and it was always pointing out, what was the best part of your day so far? What'd you like so much about it? And he was creating that neural pathway, and it was like, okay, so today in the gym we're going to be working on this and this. Who do you think of that is the best at that? And he would pull up a picture and print it off and put it on the gym wall where I was working out. So I was getting that visual mental thing going to train my brain to tell my body what to look like or what to do or how a good box jump looked. He'd, the knees tucked high, and he was like very much like that. So I totally get it. And then we had a really great sports psych guy, Peter Jensen, Dr. Peter Jensen.
Yes, I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's got a great book, and he was learning to play at the conscious unconscious level and the flow state, if you will. And then my part was I couldn't park things. I was a little bit of a hothead. So if I made a mistake or did something bad in a game, I would dwell on it for shift after shift. Okay. And he was like, that's really stupid of you. What are you lugging that around for? Sit down and park it and go back out. Come back to it later.
That's amazing.
So there is stuff that a lot of these players work through and go through. And for instance, with Team Canada, they haven't necessarily played the greatest against the Americans. Molly, you can attest to that, as can you, Mama J. But, people are getting fired up on the internet and stuff. But if you look at them when they're in and around the locker room, you got Emma with the loon that's walking by, and they're all smiles and they seem really laxed. And I think that's upsetting people. But I don't think it's the wrong way to go about things, because how are you going to be lighter if you're carrying around a heavy feeling?
Right.
So
100%.
pretty cool that you did that for Durante, because we're big fans of her.
So cool.
Yeah.
And she's like one of the great stories of the tournament so far. The Italian goaltending this year was just unreal.
I think the whole team has been magical team.
Yeah.
Seeing I even when they were at the Worlds in Scotland in Dumfries, after they won gold and they moved to the next division, I saw the interaction between the girls, like having drinks and just together, and just the way they are, the way they look at each other, the way they smile at each other, that connection. You can almost see the connection between the love between them. This team is magical. I knew that they had something special. Like literally has never won any games before. And they knew, because of the way they were, the way it was just beautiful to watch. And their first win, it was just incredible.
I feel like that's got to be the way with the American team, Molly, and not just the kids, but the parents too. Like we've seen fit checks during this Olympics. We've seen a lot.
Mom.
Yeah. Do you guys have like a good? Because I feel like back in the day for myself with my dad, like I was playing with all my best friends, right?
Yeah,
like how Kelly did. But our parents were like pals, and like our road trips on the weekend weren't necessarily for us. I feel like it was more for our parents. My dad would bring his guitar, his tambourines, his everything, and he'd have like 3 binders with lyrics in it, and they'd all be drinking and doing sing-alongs while we played mini sticks. Is that what it's like with USA Hockey? You guys got like a parent group?
Parents? Well, their parents are great, and you can probably relate to this. At Worlds, we're all put up in the same hotel and we're all staying together and you're busing places. Olympics is different because everybody, at least for the U.S. team, we're all staying at different places.
Yeah,
right.
So, and then you also have a really, again, I don't know if for everybody, but you have a lot of people here in your own group.
Right.
So we don't see the parents much outside of the games. Because you're but at the games, it's great. And they're all great people. And we've gotten to know them over the years. And, but again, I think it's just a different atmosphere here because you're kind of spread out all over the place.
So let's throw someone under the bus. Like if you were, let's just say, randomly roaming around in a casino at 3 a.m., who would be another Team USA parent that would be lingering in such place, potentially putting money on red and or black?
I think there could be a lot of them, actually. Yeah. I think Martha Harvey would be there.
Okay.
I think Lynn Murphy would be there.
Yes, I met the Murphys,
Sarah Gilday would be there.
Really?
I think so. We could get, we could get Linda Steckline there.
What?
I could do that. Let's see, who else?
At 3 a.m., she would be awake past the bedtime.
Yeah, I think,
Would Lee know about that?
Rob,
how does Lee feel about this?
Rob might go to bed, but we could maybe get Linda to stay out with us for sure. No, the young parents too, they're fun. They're really fun. Yeah. There's some really good, fun young ones.
Awesome. And I'm curious about like the Team Italy parent setup this year. Like what a special, because I'm Italian too. I was saying this to Tessa on the podcast. Like Italian people are so proud of their heritage. Like I can't even think about my grandparents right now because if they knew I was in Italy covering the Olympics, like I don't even know what they'd say. What's it like to bond with other parents who are having that similar experience? Like, is it just surreal to
beautiful.
see your daughter representing like your parents' country?
Kristin lived in Italy for a year. She had to play there. And then this year when she had to come back for the Olympics, the whole team came a little bit earlier because they went to train a few days earlier. And they sent me a picture from Kika Stoker's mom, and she had them all over their house for pastas and pizzas and a big meal. And it's just very family-oriented, homey, welcoming team. It's great. It's all the Italian things that we grew up with, that my kids grew up with, because my mother-in-law, Kristin's nonna, lived with us. And it's homey. It's very homey, very warm, very
You probably
tasty.
never imagined hockey would bring you to this. Eh?
No. We never did, and it's been such an honor. It's been such a gift to her to be able to do this experience and to get her roots and her Zia and Zio were here watching from Canada, and after the first game, as soon as they saw me, because they were sitting somewhere else, they're just crying. They were just like,
so sweet.
This is incredible. Incredible.
Do you even get a ticket, Mrs. Maltais, or do you just like get a standing room only and just do your hot laps? What happens with you at the game?
I'm forced to sit in my seat now at the Olympics.
Oh yeah, they're strict at the Olympics,
I'm
eh?
forced to. No, I don't like to sit in my seat, and I don't like to be near anybody. I've been like that all through Oakville. All through OSU. It was the big joke at OSU. All the parents would be in the stands and I'd be down by the glass by myself walking back and forth between ends. And I do it with the scepters too.
I know. I catch you from bar to bar. I'm like, where are you? You're hucking by every single one.
They know you in that bar now. They'll let you do it.
Oh, they know me in that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think I've ever sat in my seat. Not only do we have Emma's tickets, my husband bought 2 seasons tickets, and I haven't sat in any of them. And we're going on 2.5 years.
Yeah, no kidding. Going through everything that you did with your daughters, do you remember the day that they called you and told you they made their first Olympic hockey team? And when you did, what was that moment like? Because my kids are only 5 and 4 right now, and I feel like I sacrifice a lot, so I can't even imagine. So 5, okay, so Kelly's 30, so I got 6 more of those cycles to go through. Annie will just times that by 7. So
it's a journey.
Yeah. Do you remember it, Mrs. Maltais, that call?
Yeah, she was home for Christmas, so she had just gone through the grueling centralization in Calgary. And she was a bubble kid for the first Olympics. Like, it could have gone either way, so there was no guarantee. And her aunt and uncle were visiting for Christmas. We were all at home, and she was so anxious waiting for the call. Yeah. I thought she was going to be sick to her stomach. She was so anxious. She couldn't talk to anybody. She went in her room waiting for the call. And I went to the gym because I'm like, I can't be here.
Elliptical?
To the elliptical. Because I'm like, I cannot be here if she doesn't make it. Like, I can't.
Aww.
Dad will have to deal with this, because Dad didn't deal with much of that stuff. So Dad will have to deal with this. And so I left, and she got the call. And she was running around her room and crying and bawling, and she had made it. But yeah, I couldn't stay home to witness if she didn't.
When were you given the okay to come home? Was it just a text, like a thumbs up? What was it?
I think Mario told me, but her and Ashton Bell were the last 2 phone calls.
Oh, that's hard.
So they went through the entire team, and Emma's like, her and Ashton are texting back and forth to each other, and they're like, and they had lived together at centralization, so they've been through the whole grueling process together, and they're like, we're not making it. And Spooner said to Emma, as if they're going to make their last 2 calls a cut. Right? They're going to be, they want to end on a happy note, but they didn't realize that at the time.
Right.
So, but yeah, it was Christmas, and it was really close to Christmas. I'm going to say it was like the
21st usually.
It's
the 21st, 22nd.
What a gift.
Yeah, I remember. I lived out. I had both. I got both parts of that menu. I got the good one and the bad one. Yeah, the good one's way more fun.
Yeah, always is.
Way more fun
For all of us, for parents too.
Yeah, I bet.
It's true.
Yeah. What's the process been like this year in making?
I mean, this
Kristen's
has
way to
been
the
relaxed
Olympics?
because they asked her to come. They did the whole process, so it was a lot easier. It was great. It was nice. It was not a stressful thing. But I mean, Kristin has gone out with Team Canada many times, and I had all the other calls when she injures herself or something would happen, and it's not fun. I think as a mom, you're so connected to your daughters. I don't think they realize because they don't have kids yet, but what they go through, we feel without 100%. Knowing what we're feeling, and it's such a when it's good, it's
Some
good.
of it's not enjoyable. I'm gonna
no, of course not.
No, I know. Like when my daughter bombs down the ski hill and wipes out, I feel that.
It's a different feeling. Yeah, it's different.
What about you? 3 Olympics ago? Do you remember?
I do. It was in 2017 was when she made her first world team. So they had just done a coaching change, and she made the world team, and that was the year that they were going to boycott in Michigan.
Right. That was
she's just, they were doing all this,
what a year to be a rookie.
It was. And she's just, I just want to play. Like, I just want a chance. And so anyway, they ended up going to Michigan. And then that year, they decided to do it different. They were like, instead of focusing on the players that aren't going to make the team, we want to pick our team in May and then centralize with the team. So they went to a camp in May, and I'll never forget, we kind of know like when the camp's ending, but we don't bug Kelly. Like she contacts us. We don't ever talk about hockey with her. We try not to really and generally make that the biggest focus all the time, because that's all anybody wants to talk to them about, right? So, but we knew that she was going to be finding out, and all of a sudden she called. I tear up. She called and she's like, "Is Dad there?" And she's like, "I made the team." And like, we were just like, we were like staring at each other in tears. And she's like, "I'm on the bus right now." And they did this whole thing where they, and she was choking up, and that doesn't happen very often.
And how old was she then?
How old was she? I don't remember. She was still in college.
Yeah.
She was still in college. So then I remember she sent out a text to our family and said, "I'm on the bus on the way. They're going to announce it." I think they did the NHL Network. I think they had them walk out to Olympic music and, don't say anything until it's official. It's on TV. And we were all like, it was so cool. And then they centralized in September. And then she came home for Thanksgiving and she said, they're bringing in more players. And so then they had to go through the whole thing again.
That's when Kayla Barnes got brought in.
Yeah.
Kayla Barnes. And that's when 3 players that were on the original team were not on the team.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
It was really, and to be,
Bozak, all of them.
Bozak, Carpenter. And, it hasn't been until recently, just recently, Kelly's talked about a little bit about what actually happened, because it was really hard. I mean, that was really, devastating for the ones that didn't make it.
Well, because you were promised something and then took it away.
And they were teammates for how many, they thought that was their team. And so it's been hard for her to talk about that. It was hard.
I can imagine.
And then they went and they won, and that was great. But then they really felt bad for the ones that they loved the ones that came on the team, but they loved the ones that didn't make the team. So
it's a sisterhood, that's for sure.
So it was kind of, she made it and we were like, yay. And then they're like, bringing more players. And we're like, okay. And then it was right before Christmas.
Of course.
That they found out. So then we kind of had to go through that process. So I guess she made it twice that year.
Double jeopardy.
You got 2 calls. And the first one was great. And the second one, she was like, I made it. Like it was sad kind of, because they were sad.
They feel for each other.
Yeah,
they feel for each other.
And happy. Again, they loved their team, but it was kind of interesting.
It's complicated. Life is gray.
Some days. Today was not. It was very nice out today, I will admit.
That was sad. Okay. I made a sad thing on the podcast. I'm sorry.
No, everyone loves a good everyone loves a good cry. Everyone loves a good cry.
Yeah.
We were jaunting around just quickly here. I know you guys have all warmed up the city of Milan for us. So if you could just give us, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 tips, places to hit, things to eat, limoncello shots to have, where are we getting them?
Well, you've got the expert right here. So go right to the expert.
For the shots, my Alexis, my oldest daughter, they like to go drinking at a Cafe 21, the bar 21, just overlooks the Duomo. So they have it's a restaurant there, and then they have drinks and there's music, and it's beautiful ambiance. And there you
Love
go.
it.
I went to AIM. Where was the burger place today? which seems funny because it was a burger place, but it was
I've heard
so
a couple.
good.
Yeah, we were
And-
looking
Like good
online.
burgers or good food?
Good burgers. And,
Okay.
you know, after a night out, sometimes you just want
Yeah.
that
You need
good
a burger.
You need a burger.
And so we went. She'll tell you where it is, but it was really good.
And we need to know where your camera's from.
And
too.
really cute, like a really cute little local deal. It was fun. Don Gordo.
Don Gordo.
Gordo.
Okay, we can hit a burger at some
Don.
point.
You will,
Yes.
well, if you're drinking the lemon shot, you're gonna need a burger the next day.
100%.
And that, what's the area? Nava,
Navarro, is it?
no, Navagali. It's like by the water.
Okay.
That's a fun area. It's got a lot of bars and
Oh.
restaurants. I butchered that name.
I didn't
too.
even know
Sorry.
there was water.
So sorry to all my
Where's the
Italian
water?
viewers.
It's so cool here. We went to a pizza place and they
Italian
gave
is
us
not my first
champagne to start
language.
with.
Oh,
They only serve pizza and then just give and we're done. They brought us the aperitif, so the meloncello, the
Yeah.
melon and the limoncellos too. It's like so cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
It's on the
nice.
house. Just have
Yeah,
it.
it is.
Have you had a favorite stop yet, Mrs. Maltais?
Well, I'm going to ask my friend over here, where did we end up that night? I can't.
That sounds like a great
We
night.
did start at the Ice Palazzo, but
Okay.
I
Not a
don't.
clue, maybe.
That's the
I've
Canadian
heard that.
house. It's
I've heard
fabulous.
the
It's
Ice Palazzo is
fabulous.
quite the
Yeah.
spot.
It
Actually,
is quite the spot. We started there.
Open bar?
You get 2 free drink tickets.
maple martinis.
But I managed to get some extra free. Don't I should, maybe I
Surprise.
shouldn't say that. Some extra free tickets. Anyway, but then we ended up Emma the next day. We went to have dinner with Emma, and she said, I was talking with Renata, and she was talking with her husband, and he said, "Oh, I'm a little tired and a little hungover." And she's like, "Well, how could you be hungover? Like, who do you know here?" And it's like, I was out with the Maltais, the Jakes, and the photographer.
That is such an electric team. That sounds like the most fun ever. Greg Fastest planning our wedding.
You're living your best life, Ava.
Are there any photographs of that or no?
You guys all know Heather Pollock right
That's
now. Okay, she's
amazing.
behind the scenes. She's excellent. She's in here taking photos right now.
But I did tell Emma we were with you, and she said, "Oh, Mom, she likes to party."
Your
That's
laundry
perfect.
is getting aired out on our podcast.
She doesn't even have a microphone, guys. She can't defend herself.
So it's okay.
It was fun.
I will say thank you for getting me on the subway.
And you know what? Mario and I went in the wrong direction and got lost.
So you got Heather going in the right direction
And
on the
Mario and I
subway?
went in the wrong one.
Okay, we're almost off the rails here. I feel like, should we end on
love
something wholesome? Should we end on maybe like a favorite memory from this Olympics?
All right.
Or favorite, like leave us with your favorite
date.
hockey mom memory to date?
Oh yeah, hockey mom memory.
Yeah, let's zoom out
Or
from
just
this
sport mom,
Olympics.
or just mom in general. It doesn't have to be about Kelly. I
start
mean, you got
with
your other
me.
daughter
Okay.
here.
Okay, I'll say my favorite about the Olympics is all my kids are here.
That's
you know,
cool.
we get
Yeah,
to
I
all them
saw.
together, and
How
it's
many
just
of
so
you? There's
fun.
like 20 of you here, I feel.
Well, there's 12 family, but 6 of them, 7 counting Kelly, are my actual, my kids and son-in-law. So, and then I have some extras, and then we have lots of people. But I just anytime I get to be anywhere with all my kids, I'm the happiest. I don't care where I
Isn't
am.
that
That's the
wonderful?
best.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Aw.
What about
Mrs. Della?
I think when she got the first assist, it just everything stopped. I was so happy for her, and I remember just going like this, and then it just stopped, and I saw her there skated around, and it was just, oh my God, this is really happening. This is the Olympics, and then she scored her goal, and then I was just speechless. I cried, and it that I'll never forget.
That's awesome.
cool.
So special.
My favorite hockey moment?
Or hockey mom memory, whatever you want.
Probably my favorite moment would be when they won the gold medal in Beijing.
Okay.
It was COVID, so all of that was so hard. And then a friend of ours organized about 70 people at a local sports bar. And the nurses were there, and Ratty's parents came to one of the things too. And they had decorated it and everything. But my son came with, like, this is going to make me teary, with like 10 of his close buddies. And my Emma barely played in that gold medal game. And when they won, and I looked over and my son was crying.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Aw.
You raised him well.
And so that probably is he was proud of his sister,
Yeah.
even if, so yeah.
That's so special.
That's what I want my kids to be like, is that.
They are. They're so sweet. They love each other.
They're pretty good. Yeah,
They're
some
not like
days
that.
they do.
He's not like that all the time.
No, do they fight? They fight? Because that's what mine do. They're really good at fighting.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
mine
know.
aren't like that all the time. That's
Yeah.
what made it so special.
Yeah, we haven't had the luxury of making a favorite memory here in Italy, but we hope to meet all of you outside of this room at
Can I
some point
add
at some
something?
type of bar.
Yes.
Absolutely, go ahead.
Yes.
So as moms, when we were coming here on the flight to Milan, Brian Jenner's mom was at the same flight, and she walked across and she came and hugged me, said, "Congratulations, Kristen, and all the best." And I had only met her a couple of times because Kristen played in Ottawa, and Kristen loves Jenny. But it was such a moment because now I understand why she did it, because she's been through it and she knows what it means.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I got a beautiful message for Barb Watts, Daryl Watts' mom, and it was just, it's so touching from mother to mother. And then I just want to read one message I got from my cousin, my first cousin's son, who's a police officer in Toronto. He's got 2 little kids, and he sent an article that was written about Kristen in the newspaper. But then he this is what he writes, and I think this is important. And I asked him if I can share it. He said, "We will never know what it means to play and score at the Olympics, and she will never know the joy, the pride, and happiness she gave us."
Oh, that's
And I hope
very
she
sweet.
does. I hope she does one day. She has kids, and I hope your kids, that they do their dreams and they succeed at their own level, whatever it is, in whatever form and shape it is. And she gets to feel what we feel, what they have given us as moms. So.
That's so special.
that is
That's
so
a really
sweet.
beautiful way to
No,
end
it
this.
I'm not talking.
I
I'm
know.
not screwing it up.
I know.
Well, we can end with how great you ladies have done for
Yes,
our
Yes.
you
sport
certainly have.
and
Thank
for
you.
our girls
That's
and
great.
for growing the
Yes.
game. Like,
Absolutely.
You've made a difference,
Cheers.
a
Wow.
huge difference.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
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 Hold on.
Cheers.
I was enjoying myself too much.
I was